received information that after the 6th round of polling, Mamata Banerjee continues to trail in Nandigram. 7,262 is Suvendu Adhikari's lead. Coming fresh from the polling, from the counting center, is what we're learning from our reporter who's present on the ground over there. After the 6th round in Nandigram, Suvendu Adhikari is still ahead. But what a bittersweet victory it will be for Suvendu if this comes through. However, remember, as the rounds roll, this gap could reduce. It was 10,000 at a time. Now it's down to 7,200. So this could reduce as things go on further. But you're seeing those pictures in just a moment from now from West Bengal. There is a big shamiana that's being set up outside Mamata Banerjee's residence. There's talk about a virtual press conference being organized. 192 versus 96. And spare a moment talking about Prashant Kishore, because if the BJP is any short of 100, Prashant Kishore's position in Indian politics skyrockets, not just by one or two ladders, not one or two steps on that ladder, but by an order of magnitude. Because to be able to help Mamata Banerjee in this campaign, the larger victory is Mamata Banerjee's, make no mistake about it, but to be able to stake your credibility, publicly proclaim that the BJP will be short of 100, and to be able to pull it off. You know, it's his word versus Amit Shah's. And in the end, he's shown at this moment, whether things turn, we don't know, at this moment, PK's word, Rajdeep, carries greater credibility.
It does. Prashant Kishore is a huge winner today, and you know, he's
won both his candidates have won full paisa vasool.
He can up his rate.
Full paisa vasool. Amrinder will have to pay more now.
He can up his rate at the moment. He's done remarkably, and I think in a party like the Trinamool Congress, you needed a Prashant Kishore because what he brought is an element of organization. Mamata, for all her political sort of instincts and her mass leadership, is not a micromanager, and that's where you needed Prashant Kishore. Interestingly, someone sending me a message, former police officer, now with the BJP, saying that one of the messages is that BJP has improved in every state result today. Why don't you say that? Okay, that's also one way to look at it. But because they put so many eggs in the Bengal basket, that's why it's a bit of a setback. But Sandeep Shastri, net, big winners, big losers today. Who's the big winner today? Is it Mamata Banerjee, Pinarayi Vijayan, Hemanta Biswa Sarma? These are my three big winners along with Prashant Kishore. You agree?
I would add a fourth, Rajdeep. And the fourth, for me, the real winner of today's election is the very, very perceptible voter of India, who understands what she wants, who understands what he wants, and knows that at the ground level, I distinguish between a state election and a national election. So I think for me, I would bow my head to the voter of India, who has given a verdict in each state, representing the voice of that state, representing the need of the state, representing echoing the politics of that state. So if you look at all the four states, the different verdicts we are getting clearly shows the voters' perception. Kerala voters saying we want to give a second chance to a party which did well in managing a crisis. The Tamil Nadu voters saying that 10 years of ANNA-DMK is fine, but no massive victory for Stalin, and Stalin being accepted as the inheritor of the Karunanidhi legacy. In Assam, a return to power of a ruling party. And in West Bengal, after a very, very, very strong struggle, the fact that the local is what trumps. I remember at some stage of the campaign, the issue came, the BJP leadership moves the masses, the TMC leadership moves with the masses. And that, I think, is something reflected